advertiser. Let's get into it. Enough waiting. I think we got everyone here. It's time to get started. I've been looking forward to this all week, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming out. Um, Next hour or so, we're going to go over a lot of information. So make sure you guys lock in. Make sure, phones off, other tabs closed. Make sure you're not distracted. Make sure you don't have your siblings in the background being loud, your family in the background being loud. Let's get into it. All right. So, what is the purpose of tonight's call? This morning's call for me, but tonight for most of you. I'm going to be showing you guys what the fuck I do to actually make money. You guys see me online with all this cool shit, but don't like actually know what AI advertising actually is and why this is such a generational skill to learn right now in 2026. So I'm going to show you guys and walk you guys through the exact playbook you need to start signing clients as soon as this week. Now, on top of that, I'm going to show you guys exactly how you can do all of that stuff I just talked about without any prior experience, without any fancy technical skills, and definitely without a college degree and no past results. Now, I'm assuming all of you guys know that I can do it because you see me online, but you don't listen to me. All these guys did the exact same thing. Michael just signed a 2K a month deal for 12 months straight the other day. Vincent's already booking calls just after a couple of days. Drew signed his first client in like a week. Cube signed multiple clients in a day. Avery's collecting $1,800 retainer payments left and right. You guys get the point. It's not just me that can do this. With the correct playbook, almost anyone can. Now, for the people who stay all the way till the end of this class, I have a special present for you guys. Drum roll.
500 bones.
So, I'm going to do a live Q&A
Yeah.
session to answer all of your questions, and as well as a lot of you guys have seen, a $500 cash giveaway to someone who takes notes the whole class. All you have to do is take a picture of your notes and DM it to me on Instagram, and then I'm going to randomly choose someone from the people who actually complete that, and someone's going to win
Bet.
$500. But I have one more gift, and this is a lot more special in my opinion than $500 cash and a Q&A.
Rolex.
In tonight's training, I'm going to show you guys my new AI platform called AdLevel that I've been working on for over 6 months now. It's the craziest thing that I've seen, and it allows complete beginners to get the same client results that I get even with my years of experience, all utilizing AI. I'm going to show you guys more in depth in the training portion, but at the end of this class, I'm going to raffle away 6 months of completely free access to this platform to put a random person in this live.
Oh,
So
shit.
make sure you stick around, take notes, and all you have to do is submit those notes to be entered. Now, quick little disclaimer that I want to go through, and the truth, no online business content creator will really tell you except for myself because I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. Statistically speaking, most of you here are going to get off this masterclass after it ends and do literally nothing with this information. You're going to achieve literally zero results. Any numbers or references to income made in this presentation are simply projections of what is possible. Nothing is promised or guaranteed, just like anything else in life. You're a big boy, a big girl, whatever. You know how this shit works. You put in the work, you see results. If you don't, then you don't. This isn't a get rich quick scheme. This is a legit business with legit skills that you have to learn and you have to put in the work. Too many people take zero action and never get results and blame it on everything else. Anyways, that's out of the way. Let's move on. Now, my goal tonight is for you to go from I just learned this new business model to knowing how to collect your first $2,000 to $3,000 payments. I'm going to give you guys the step-by-step playbook to sign clients that have the potential to pay you so you are a legit AI advertiser. So, what I need from you right now. Number 1, close your other tabs. Number 2, put your phone on silent. Number 3, grab something to take notes with so you can enter the cash giveaway and write down questions you have for the Q&A at the end. I'm telling you, if you cannot pay attention for a 60-minute class, you will never be able to start a legit business. So,
Facts.
do these 3 things, lock in, let's make some shit happen, and let's move on. Now, for those of you who don't lock in, you can continue to be where you're at right now, scroll on social media all day, consume
True.
content from
I
people
ain't
like me
doing
who
that. I'm uploading
actually
videos on the
made the
YouTube.
decision to lock in. So, who the fuck am I? You guys probably see me a lot on social media. Maybe you watch a ton of my content, maybe you don't. But regardless, you're probably here because you saw one of my ads or someone told you about this masterclass or you saw me post about it. You probably know me right now as Brezscales. You probably know me for the cars and the lifestyle I got, but I actually got here by running ads on social media for some of the biggest brands on the internet. I currently run an AI advertising company that generates millions of dollars in client revenue. On top of that, I'm the founder of an education company, AIadvertiser.com, formerly known as the ERT. I have trained literally over 2,000 people on the skill of advertising, and it is genuinely one of the most foundational and beneficial skills that anyone could possibly learn in this day and age. Now, it's super easy to look at someone like myself on the internet and look at all the highlights, cars, friends, trips, watches, etc., and just think that I've always had it figured out. But I can tell you honestly, at one point, I had absolutely no clue what I was doing with my life. Literally, a couple years ago, I was in the exact same position that probably a lot of you guys in the chat were at. I was working at a golf course, bussing and waiting tables. I didn't want to go to college, but my parents forced me to, which I later ended up dropping out of. But I was trying to explain to my parents this whole time, like the whole online money thing, but they just didn't get it. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably in the exact same spot. I started trying stuff when I was like 16 years old. I literally tried everything: day trading, drop shipping, crypto, NFTs. I even started a clothing brand then, all of which I kind of miserably failed at. This is me in my hometown of Wisconsin. Yeah, I'm literally from like small town in Wisconsin, population of like 8,000 people. But I was chopping clothing brand orders out of my mom's basement. So when I say I've tried everything, I've literally tried everything. I didn't find success with a single one of those things. My clothing brand ended up doing over six figures in revenue, which sounds good in the moment, but my margins were so tiny that in reality, I was pretty much losing money. And there was a time then I got scammed by my manufacturer for a bulk order for over $60,000. And I was getting
Hey,
chargebacks
hey.
from customers. I was dealing with angry customers with refunds. I was just really going through it, and it was not a fun business to run. All of this led to a lot of doubts. Everyone around me was like questioning me. And honestly, like it started to get at me. What if I'm not cut out for this? Do I need to go and finish college? Am I just cooked? Is everyone online talking about online money and how you don't need to go to college, just lying? Like I had those thoughts in the back of my head because it was like years of trying with no results. And then finally that shit starts to catch up to you a little bit. But then I realized something. The only reason I was able to do six figures in revenue with my brand was because of the marketing agency that I paid to run my ads for me. I paid them $6,000 to run ads on TikTok and Instagram for my brand. So I wanted to see if what they were doing was actually rocket science. So I was, going into the ads manager and paying attention and studying every single thing that they did. That's when I realized that these guys had the real method. This marketing company knew what they were doing. All they had to do was sell a couple hours of their week for 100% profit margin, and they didn't have to deal with all the bullshit of starting a huge business like I was trying to do. These guys literally made more money from my business than I did. And that is when I had the aha moment. So I took all the studying I did from them and watched everything they did, and I learned how to do it myself. I said, fuck it, I'm going to fire these guys and I'm going to do it myself. And guess what the result was? That first month running my own ads was my biggest month I had ever had with my clothing brand. And I actually started to get pretty good at running these ads. So, really quickly, I realized that I could help other people do this and completely ditch my clothing brand and focus on only advertising so I don't have to worry about all the other bullshit that caused me all that stress. So, that's kind of when I quickly became known as the guy that can scale your brand with ads. I know these dashboards may kind of look complicated to you guys who have never seen them
They're not
before, but I
complicated.
promise you they are not. Now,
Yes.
this transition made my life a million times easier. I didn't have to do all the complexity of starting a huge business, and I just focused on one skill that I monetized to get paid more while doing less work. So I quickly started pitching every single person I knew to run their ads for them. It was a pretty simple game plan. And again, I started crushing it for other people even more so than myself. Now, I was going around and I was pitching all these people, only taking 10% of the money that I made them. So if I didn't make them money, they wouldn't owe me money. It was the most irresistible pitch ever. I quickly stacked up like 10 to 30 clients at a time, and all of them were paying me a couple grand a month. I was 19 years old, making like $30 to $40,000 every single month as a one-man team. So I started posting my results on social media, and the rest was kind of history. I gained over 1 million followers on Instagram, 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I started working with some of the biggest brands on the internet. Originally, when I started posting content, it all kind of started as just posting about my business I was running, and that was it. It was just like, here's these results I got for this brand, here's these what I did for this brand, so on and so forth. And then kind of as my lifestyle started to get a little bit cooler, as I started to make money, I kind of wanted to document that. And now that's where you guys see me post a lot more, just kind of lifestyle content overall. Unless you guys are deeply involved in like my second accounts where I post more business oriented stuff. But yeah, now that's how my company was born, Brez Marketing. Then throughout that process, my DM started to get flooded with people asking me to help them run ads for other brands. They wanted to learn what I was doing for work. And I started teaching some of these people how to do the same exact thing I was doing, like Tyler, Drew, Jaden, all of these people, which used literally the exact same blueprint that I used. Now, all of that stuff that we just talked about has led me to become the person I am today. You guys see me on social media as Brezscales, the guy who has had a million different cars, crashed half of them, and all of this stuff you see, I genuinely owe it all to the skill of advertising. It has allowed me to live the life I could have only dreamed of. But enough about me. All this stuff I talked about is what got me here, but it's 2026 now and so much has changed. AI is here and it's completely changed the way I run my business, and it's made it even easier for beginners like you guys in the chat to get started. So, let's cut the shit. Enough about me. You guys are here on this live because you want to make money. You're tired of all the bullshit out there. Everyone telling you to do this, everyone telling you to do that. You don't care. You just want to make more money online so you don't have to live the life you're currently living right now. Am I right? Drop a yes or no in the chat. Let me turn the chat on. Wait. Chat. Can I turn the chat on? Oh, yeah. Here we go. All right. Let's open up the chat. We haven't done that yet. How do I? Attendees. Boom. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. That chat active, boy. That chat active, boy. All right. Bet. Chat is off. Let's log back in. Now, you may have noticed over the past couple of years something crazy has been happening. You guys may or may not have heard about AI completely wiping out entry-level jobs, and all the jobs your parents told you to chase, all the safe jobs in the last 18 months, AI has done and accelerated at a pace no one thought was possible. Graphic designers, copywriters, junior coders, paralegals, customer support tutors, all these safe jobs are getting eaten alive. And I'm not trying to like give you guys FOMO here or scare you guys, but this is the slowest AI will ever be again. It is only getting faster and faster and faster as time moves on. Let me give you guys some random little examples I came up with here. A lot of you guys probably know Klarna, multi-billion-dollar company that in the last little bit here has replaced 700 customer service reps with one AI. Even when you guys go on any big website nowadays and you go to the little support chat for like, I don't know, my credit card, for example, when I go to the little support chat on my phone, to get help with something to do with my credit card. I open it up. It's not a real person. It's AI you talk back and forth with. IBM paused 7,800 hires, pending hires, because AI is taking their role. Duolingo fired their translators, all replaced by AI. Goldman Sachs, one of the most prestigious companies on earth, stated that 300 million jobs are at risk by 2030. Why would these companies continue to pay real people real amounts of money when they could cut their costs way down by just replacing these people with AI? If their job is able to be replaced by AI, why would they not just do that and save themselves money and keep their margins higher? Now, what I'm trying to say is these are not just fast food jobs. These are genuine careers that people are going to college for, spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on college tuition for. These are careers that at one point were prestigious and safe and could provide a stable life for you. And I'm not going to lie, it is a little bit scary for the people who don't take advantage. And it's not just billion-dollar companies and industries that are getting affected by AI either. I saw this in real time with my advertising business. I saw AI doing things that I had more than 8 people hired to do. Like my payroll at one point in my agency was like 12 people. And I'll give you guys some real examples of people that I ended up letting go of. I had account managers that were in charge of setting up ad campaigns and monitoring the numbers on those ad campaigns. I had operations people that created dashboards and reports and did market research for me to spot trends. I had web developers that would make all of my clients' websites. I had bookkeepers that were on payroll. I had video editors that were the ones creating, editing, and designing the ads. All of those people, which are now gone, like all replaced. AI can do all of these things I just mentioned for me now. So all of those people are gone. My team now is literally just cut down to myself, my CEO, Mason, and AI. That's when I realized the business model that I created, freelance brand scaling, is not really any longer a thing. Now, when I say that, people think I mean it's dead and it's harder now because AI replaced it. But in reality, now it's just supercharged with AI. It's cheaper because you don't have to hire people. It's faster because you can deliver results quicker. It's better because you can test more and deliver results better and fulfill for your clients better. It's also more profitable because you don't have a fat payroll. And it's more sustainable because you don't have to constantly be training and managing people to do these things for you. Now, that's when I created what I like to call AI advertising. And on tonight's training, I'm going to be revealing the 3 big secrets that you guys need to start signing clients with AI advertising in 2026. So let's unlock secret number 1, the power of AI, understanding how we can actually use AI and be on the right side of history. You see, the biggest bottleneck with service-based businesses like mine is manpower. We have, in order to scale our company,
What?
to hire and hire and hire. We're
That's good.
bottlenecked by people, right? But now that AI is here, we can use AI to fulfill client work at scale. Even venture capital firms are betting $1 trillion on the fact that the next $1 billion industry is going to be service-based businesses that are utilizing AI. So businesses that provide a service to either a consumer or another business, and that business utilizes AI. So here's the secret gap no one's talking about, which is advertising. Companies spend billions and trillions of dollars a year on ads. And if you're someone who gains the skill of advertising and also utilizes AI, you can capitalize on these huge marketing budgets that these companies have. And you might be wondering, well, why don't they just run the ads themselves if it's that easy? Now, listen, these people suck at running ads. Like, how many times have you been scrolling on Instagram and seeing an ad that looks like this and you just think to yourself, like, bro, who the fuck is genuinely buying from this ad? You probably see that pretty often, right? Or it just sounds and looks, matter of fact, like some 60-year-old woman wrote the ad. Like, what the hell is this? Who is genuinely going to buy from that? That's exactly what I'm saying. These old business owners don't understand how social media works. They don't understand it like we do. But the thing is you probably spend hours a day on social media anyways. And it's genuinely second nature to people like us. Now, if you have the ability to make more money, they if you have the ability to make people more money, they are willing to pay you. From a bird's eye view, right? Let's look at AI advertising. This is genuinely the new wave. You run ads for businesses and you use AI to do majority of the busy work for you, and they pay you a percentage of the results you generate. An example is if you generate a business $50,000 extra that they wouldn't have otherwise made. Keep in mind this is, $50,000 that you generate for them from the ads that you're running. They're not going to have any sort of problem paying you a percentage of that because they wouldn't have otherwise made that money. Random examples of some different ways you can get paid. Let's say, all of my clients, for example, I take 10% of the revenue that I generate them. So if I make a business $50,000 in a month, I get paid 5,000 of that. Now, my first client that wasn't my own brand, because technically you could kind of say, oh, your first client was your own brand, because that's how I learned how to run ads, was running it for my own brand. But the first client I signed that wasn't my own brand, I made them an additional $30,000 on Black Friday a couple years ago. And our deal was I get 10% of what I make them. So after that month, I got paid 10% of that. My take home cut was $3,000. At the time, that was like, holy shit, I'm rich, right? Now, the great thing about this is that you're not just tied down to one client. You could have 5, 10, 15. I've even gotten up to 25 clients as a one-man show. And now that we have AI, that's even more doable. And you can do anything. Like I dropped out of school, I moved across the country to Arizona, I would go on trips, all because all I needed was my laptop. Like I'm literally in Japan right now, working from Japan, the other side of the world. Now, you don't need to create or film the ads either. Either the business owner does it or use AI to do it. And on top of that, you're not risking any of your own money like these other business models. You're not throwing up your own money day trading, trading crypto, clothing brand, drop shipping. You're using the business owner's money to run the ads, not your own. Now, with that being said, there is zero capital risk in learning a genuine skill that people are willing to pay for. You guys always hear me preach. Learn a genuine skill that is valuable to other people, and people will pay you for that skill set that you have. Built entirely off of that one simple skill of running profitable ads. Now, you guys have probably heard me say this enough, but I'm going to say it again because it's just so true that I genuinely owe everything in my life to learning the skill of advertising. Like at one point, I was literally, you guys have heard me tell this story, but literally a fat Fortnite kid in the middle of Wisconsin that ended up having to go to college, that ended up just getting bad grades. Like in my first couple weeks in college, I literally stopped showing up to class and just had like all F's in all my classes. Before that, I was working at a golf course for minimum wage, just trying every online thing you could think of. I failed at all of them. I would go to work after school. I would work for as many hours as I could to try to stack up as much cash as I could to try to put into the next side hustle I was starting, to end up losing all of that money. And it was just like a repeating snowball. Now, to become in the Brez you guys know today, I don't know how all this happened, but I can travel whenever. I can give back to my loved ones in my community, and I've had all the cool cars I've ever wanted, which is a big bonus. You guys know me, I love cars. Now, real quick little temp check. Everything I did, everything I just went over makes sense. Leave a 1 in the chat if everything makes sense, and we are good to keep rolling. Let me turn the chat on. Boom, boom. Seems like we're following along. Now you guys understand the opportunity that is here. Seems like everybody's good. I see a lot of ones. All right, turn the chat off. You guys now understand the opportunity and why AI advertising is cracked in 2026. Everything I told you is sick, right? You guys are probably like, "Oh my gosh, this really is as good as I thought it was going to be." But here's the thing, it's useless if we don't actually get into the good shit and you guys don't actually learn how to get clients. So let's do that. 99% of people get stuck and never make it. They can't get that first person to say yes to them. And that's because they're still using 2025 methods in 2026. Well, newsflash, the way you get clients in 2026 looks nothing like the way people were getting clients in 2025. And that's what I'm going to reveal to you guys as secret number 2. Secret number 2, how to find businesses that desperately need you and get them to say yes to your services. Again, guys, if you can't get someone to say yes, then the skill is useless, right? Now, right now I'm going to show you guys how to do it from scratch, just like Ben did, who got paid $2,800 from a single client.
Yeah.
Or Glaze or Capri, who signed their first client in their first 24 hours using the same method I'm about to show you. Or even Roman, who's 14 years old and signed his first client in his first week of AI advertising. So if you're in here and you're on the younger end and you think you're too young to do this, there's zero excuses. Now, these guys are all hard workers. They have the right strategies and they put in the necessary work. I can't guarantee that any of you guys will see the same results as them because I don't know you and I don't know what you're capable of, but they prove that it's possible. If I was sitting here and guaranteeing you you're going to get these same results, I would be a bad mentor to you because I'm not going to sit here and promise you things that aren't guaranteed to come true. But what I can tell you is that if you put the same amount of work in as them, and you genuinely want it as bad as them, it's possible. And these are real people that achieved real results. And you can look at these guys as motivation to know that you can do the same. Why is TJR FaceTiming me? So by the end of this secret, you'll get the exact system to find the businesses that need you and get them to say yes to sign your first AI advertising client. All right, ready? Put a W in the chat if you're locked in and not like this kid right here. Let's see. I would assume we're still moving at pace here. W. That's a lot of W's. Y'all are locked in. Bet. So this is the exact process I would go through again if I was starting from scratch. I'm going to show you guys how to find AI to use, how to use AI to find businesses, how to reach out to them, and get them to say yes, even though you have zero prior experience. Every single business on earth needs more advertising. And over the past couple of years, I've mainly helped e-commerce brands and clothing brands with digital storefronts with their ads. But now it's 2026. The biggest opportunity lies in local businesses, which I like to call boomer businesses. These businesses are run by old people that need advertising badly. But bro, like these old people literally have no clue what they're doing with the internet. So I don't want you to think that clothing brands are the only option. It's 2026. It's what I like to call boomer businesses, or better known as local businesses run by old people who have zero clue how to use the internet, social media, or let alone AI. Like, guys, think about it. These guys desperately need someone like you who understands social media, who understands AI, and can generate them new customers through these channels. It's like when your mom or dad comes to you and is like trying to figure out how to turn down their brightness on their phone, and you literally like just do it in 5 seconds. You're like, you literally do it like this. Or it's like, bro, it's like when your Wi-Fi goes out and you just walk into the living room where the router is, and your family's like, has no clue what to do when the Wi-Fi's out, and you unplug the router and plug it back in, and magically it just starts working again, and your whole family thinks you're like some crazy technician because you unplugged the router and plugged it back in. That's like the same concept as going to these boomer businesses and pitching them, running ads for them using AI. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how to spot these boomer businesses and how you can go after them. Now, here's like a list of niches of boomer businesses that are working in 2026. All these guys need new customers, and you can be their solution. Who wouldn't pay someone to bring them new customers if it's profitable, right? Think about that local restaurant around the corner from your house. Have you ever seen an ad from them? Think about that pest control company that always knocks at your door. Have you ever seen an ad from them? All these guys are stuck in 2004 marketing tactics. Imagine how wowed they would be if someone like you stepped in and was able to make AI ads and run ads to their local area for them so they didn't have to go knocking door to door anymore. I'm going to give you guys just 1 second to write all those down in your notes. So just think about like that local bakery around the corner, that local coffee shop, that local landscaping company that comes knocking on your door, the pest control guy, the um, roofing company that you've seen working down the street on your neighbor's house, the construction company that's building a house to you next door, um, the HVAC guy that comes to your house to fix your air, the dentist you go to, maybe the personal trainer that you go to, maybe the chiropractor that you go to, maybe the med spa that your mom goes to. Um, what else? The cleaning lady that comes to your house. Any and every type of business you can think of, write it down. Give you guys a minute. All right. Should have those written down. Let's move on. Now, before you guys hit me with this is too saturated or there's not enough of these businesses, let me give you a little fact here. There's 33 million of these small businesses you just wrote down in your notebook in the USA alone that need your advertising services. So you just got to get a little bit creative, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. All right, let's make sure y'all are still following along. Type an 8 in the chat if you fully understand why the boomer businesses need you and how you can be valuable to them, as well as an 8 in the chat if you just wrote down some of these boomer businesses. See a lot of 8s. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's move on. So, first step is to scrape leads. Scraping leads means getting contact information of the owners of these businesses. You guys probably just wrote down a lot of these businesses, but you might be in the back of your head now like, okay, how do I actually contact them? So, this is how we scrape the leads. There are a million different ways to scrape leads and get business owners' contact information, but I'm going to show you guys a really simple way that all of you guys can go and apply right now. All of you have access to Google or ChatGPT. We're all aware of these platforms, right? We're going to use both of them together in order to find and scrape leads for boomer businesses to reach out to. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start up a new screen share.
Scrape
Let
leads
me,
from.
oh boy,
Copy paste leads from
get
Google. Put them in
ChatGPT as
chat.
well as this window. All right, nice. All right. So go back to Zoom. Boom. Oh, wrong thing. Boom. Application window. All right, boom. Wait, boom. All right. So I'm going to give you guys this document at the end of the class here. But essentially, what this document is a little SOP showing you guys exactly how to walk through and how to scrape leads using ChatGPT. I'm also going to do it live in front of you guys. So there's a lot on this doc, but it's pretty simple. Step one is picking your AI, whether it's ChatGPT, whether it's Gemini, whether it's Claude. I'm just going to use ChatGPT because that's probably what you guys are all the most familiar with. I feel like that's probably the most popular out of all of them. Then we're going to edit the prompt below. So here's our little prompt. Again, I'm going to give you guys this document at the end of the class so that you have access to it and can literally just copy and paste this. But it's as simple as this. Like, this is literally like 3 steps to get your businesses and their contact information. So boom, we're going to copy this prompt right here. Everything that's highlighted. Why is this tweaking? All right, there. Boom. So we're going to copy that. We're going to come to ChatGPT. We're just going to paste it. Find me 25 niche businesses in X location for cold outreach. So I'm going to do find me 25 gyms in North Carolina. Sorry. Reason I'm going to do that is because that's what one of my most successful students started with and still to this day is doing is gyms in North Carolina. I believe he does gyms like all over the USA now, but he started in North Carolina because that's where he's from. So you could do a lot of you guys probably have a niche in mind. It could be anything. It could be coffee shops. It could be landscaping companies, roofing, construction, anything we went over before, right? Now I'm just going to send this prompt to ChatGPT. It's going to think for a minute and it's going to start searching for different businesses. It's going to think a little bit more.
Nah. On no. No, sorry, no. Oh, yeah. On the 15th, but not from work. Not from, work. Yeah.
And boom. It's going to
575.
spit us out a sheet
Yeah.
full of businesses. So you can see here business name,
No, no,
phone
no.
number. It's
Some
going to
other
also
guy.
try to pull the owner name. You can see in this column here. That's good to have. That way, when you call the business, you can refer to the owner name. So I can call Snap Fitness in Charlotte, ask for Chase. There's the phone number to dial. There's the email to be able to reach out to. Here's their website you could take a look at. Here's where it's located. Here's their rating. And here's just a little one line note about what it is. So you can see most of these are just 24/7 gyms. You could see this one's like personal training style camps. You could see this one, limited group workouts. But yeah, it's going to spit out a whole sheet and it's literally simple as that. That took us what, 1 minute to do? Literally 1 minute to do. And now we have a list of 25 different businesses we can reach out to and pitch our marketing services. Literally that simple. Let me go back to the presentation. All right, boom. So now simple as that. You can also export that into a CSV if you want to put it into like Google Sheets or whatever. You can do that as well. That way you have it all in a Google Sheet. But you would literally just tell ChatGPT, put this in a CSV and it'll put it into a CSV doc, Google Sheet. So now that I showed you guys how to scrape leads and find businesses to reach out to, what do we actually do with these businesses and their contact information? Do you have a phone? Can you speak? That's all you need. Phone and be able to speak. I think everyone in this call has that. So you can do this next step perfectly. Now, all you have to do is pick up your phone, call them, and pitch them on running ads and getting them more customers. Now, I know you're probably wondering, what the hell do I say on this call when they answer the phone? Get ready to take some notes here. So you're going to call every single person on your lead list. And newsflash, you're going to get a lot of no answers and declines. Some people might even pick up the phone and say, fuck off. When you do get someone to answer the phone, you're going to build rapport for the first 3 minutes. Make a friend, thank them for their time, lighten them up with genuine small talk, then transition into business. A lot of people make mistakes by trying to pitch them right away, and no one wants to get pitched right away. Step two, going to be to establish credibility. After you make some small talk, just clearly explain who you are, who you help, and the core problem that you solve. An example of this would be like, hey, my name is Brezscales. My company is Brez Marketing. We work with a lot of gyms, helping them generate more sales every month from paid ads instead of just getting a pile of lead forms no one responds to. Now, step three, give them light education. Give them a brief overview of how meta ads and lead generation work for their niche. Keep it simple enough that they understand, but detailed enough that they realize they can't do it themselves. Help them see paid ads create predictable customers. Therefore, they have a problem and you are the solution to their problem. Now, That moves us into step 4. Make them feel the pain. Ask open ended questions, never just yes or no questions. Let them tell you their problems. The more they talk about their own pain, the more real it becomes. How have you been getting leads? What happens during slow months? What's been your biggest growth challenge? Have you guys ever run ads before? Your goal is to discover what their problems are, not to pressure them into something by asking them these types of questions. You actually make them say out loud what their problem is, making your solution more tangible to them. Step 5, do not pitch, just position the next step naturally. The goal of this cold call is to just sell the next step in the process, which is the closing call. Closing calls are super easy because all you have to do is present your offer. And if they agree, they agree. If they don't, you move on. But you can say something like, based on what we talked about, it seems like you guys would benefit from this more than most companies. I'd love to set up a deeper dive. This is AKA the closing call to learn more about your guys' business and see where I can help, even if you're open to it. Now, step 6, the deep dive call. The deep dive call is where you're going to actually pitch the prospect on your services. Think about like a Zoom call, Google Meet, it's formal, you sit down, it's professional. It's just natural conversation where you ask them and educate yourself on their situation and figure out if you even can help. If you can help, you give them the offer. Now, the magic sauce is you have to give them an irresistible offer. Hang on, I need some water. So that brings us to step number 7. Give them an irresistible offer. You have to make these business owners feel stupid for not accepting your offer. For example, when I first started, I would just tell people they only have to pay me 10% of additional revenue that I generated. So there was like zero risk on their part. I only make a cut of the money I make them. Simple math. Remember earlier when I told you my first client ever, I made $30,000 for on Black Friday? It was as simple as that. I took 10% of the revenue I generated, making it an easy close. And then I knew it was a business I could make money for. So I made them the money and I got paid the money. Now, the next step is to just do the math and do the work. Like imagine if you did 100 calls per day, 1 or 2 hours. That would maybe 40% of those pick up. So you get like 40 conversations per day. 10% of those tell you they're interested. That would be 4 calls booked every single day. And I'm not saying those are all going to close on the closing call, but eventually you're going to get so good at doing the cold calls and the closing calls that they will. It's just an input game. We give you the scripts, we give you the process, we know how they work. All you have to do is put the work in. And over the time of doing that, you're going to get better and better and better. As you build more confidence, you're going to get better and better and better. And it's going to become easier and easier and easier. Now, I know easier said than done, but if you do this enough times every day, you will get people to start saying yes. And once you get that first yes, that's all you need. One client refers you to another client. The second client refers you to another client. And it's a snowball effect from there. That's exactly what happened to me. Majority of my clients, matter of fact, nowadays come from referrals of one business telling another business, hey, these dudes run my advertising. They do my marketing. Like, you should hit them up. Now, you guys remember how I mentioned Giuseppe earlier, one of my most successful students. Well, this is his exact method he used when he started to sign multiple clients in North Carolina area that were all gyms. He used that exact process and got them to pay him to run ads for them. There's a picture of me and him when he won the Miami 10 competition for signing the most clients. And now he's even a coach inside of my program. Now, before we move on to secret number 3, did that make sense? Everybody still following along? How we feeling? How we feeling? Type a W in the chat if we did. W, 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 W. All right, that's a lot of W's. And Josh is locked in. Oh my gosh, I can't even read the names. It's moving too fast. Ace is locked in. Dylan's locked in. Finn's locked in. Nick's locked in. Zane's locked in. George is locked in. Drake is locked in. Max is locked in. Dion's locked in. Brian's locked in. Adam's locked in. Alexander's locked in. Frank's locked in. Vic's locked in. WWWW. Whoops. All right, let's turn that off. Let's move on. Now, secret number 3. You don't actually need to be an expert to run successful advertisements. You see, like a few years ago when AI wasn't around, you had to sit there and grind for years to gain enough knowledge to successfully run ads. That's what I did for the past 3 years. But now that AI is around, you can speed run the information needed to successfully run campaigns. And I'm about to show you guys exactly how. After the deep dive call, you have to do service delivery. Service delivery basically just means fulfilling on the service that you promise to the client. Now, AI advertising consists mainly of driving traffic to businesses via Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram ads. Now, how the hell do I successfully run ads and get my clients results without being an expert and a super technical advertiser? Because, like I said, at one point in time, you kind of had to be that in order to be good at this. But there are 2 ways to do service delivery in 2026. Number 1, the old boring manual way, which is still really good to understand. All my current students, I still force them to know from a basic standpoint how to do this, just because it's better to know it than to not know it. But number 2, the AI way. There are now AI platforms. In fact, I have my own AI platform that runs ads for you, and it just makes it a lot simpler utilizing AI. So I'm going to show you guys how to do both. Number 1, the manual way. Meta's algorithm, aka Facebook and Instagram, is so advanced now that it doesn't even need you to be super good at different strategies and scaling techniques inside the ads manager. It's really just about the actual ad creative itself, and it will be put in front of the right people automatically. Now, when I say ad creative, that means the actual content piece of the ad, the photo, the video, the actual like image or video and how it looks. So I'm going to show you a super basic campaign structure that you can write down that we use for our clients. You are going to have to, step 1, go to this website and create a business Meta Facebook account. Everybody take a screenshot of this or write it down in your notepad. Don't do it right now, please. Like, stay focused, but screenshot this so you have it for later. But once you go there, this is going to force you to create a Facebook account and a Meta business account, which will allow you to access the ads manager. If you get lost, literally just like look it up on YouTube. Just take a picture of this, YouTube it later, whatever. It's all over the internet. It's all over my second account too, Brezscales on YouTube. There's tons of tutorials on that. And this is a really brief overview of a broad campaign. I don't want to like overcomplicate it too much and get you guys confused about what a broad ad campaign looks like and the structure of it. So again, take a picture of this, save it for later. Again, also have a ton of free YouTube videos on this, so I don't want to go too in depth, but I'm briefly going to speak down the ideology of a broad campaign and why it works in 2026. So step 1, you have your sales campaign. That's your actual campaign. Underneath that, you have your broad ad set targeting just a broad audience, so it's not specific to who this ad is going to be shown to. And then you have all of your different ad creatives. May seem a little complicated, but it's about to get real simple once I show you guys like this next strategy here. So broad and cold campaigns have literally driven 8 figures worth of sales for some of my clients. These broad campaigns like allow you the Facebook algorithm to work because, like I said, it's so effective now because they use so much AI to put it in front of the right people. They don't even need you to be super skilled at different techniques. All you need is better creatives. You're going to scale way faster. You're going to be more cost efficient, and it's going to allow you to test creators and understand where and when to pivot. Again, it's really hard for me to break this down right now because I I have a ton of videos on YouTube. I don't want to take too much of your guys' time, and I just don't want to over confuse you guys. This information that's out there already, so I'm going to show you guys the new way to do it because that's the better way. It's the way I do it today. Okay, so I just gave you guys like that overview of the manual way to run ads, and it's still really beneficial to know how to do that. But do you guys remember when I told you about my AI platform that I've been working on for the past 6 months? Well, I'm going to show you guys how you can use it to get AI to do service delivery for you. So this is Ad Level. Ad Level is my own AI platform that runs ads for you. So I'm going to screen share and show you guys how you can use AdLevel yourself to run ads for your clients. Basically, AdLevel is train AI agents that connect to your Facebook Ads Manager and allow you to run ads from a platform that's not Facebook. And it's just a lot simpler and more straightforward. AdLevel is a paid software that costs $197 a month to use. But again, I'm going to give away 6 months of free access to someone at the end of this. So stick around. Boom. All right, screen share time. Get this pulled up. Where did it go? Holy, my computer's tweaking.
197. Probably worth it though.
All right. Give me a second. All right. Boom, boom, boom. What is this? Why is it not letting me screen share the... Oh. Okay, I believe you guys can see now. Yeah, we good? Let me open the chat real quick. We following along? We good? Everybody can see the ad level? Yes, 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 yes. All right, perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, boom. So this platform is honestly really fucking simple. And you guys are going to see this and it's kind of going to blow your minds. So you guys can see I'm in the Trenchies ad account right now. Real simple. The first step is obviously connecting your Meta account. You would literally, so how I showed you guys earlier how to create your Meta account, you would literally just go and do that. And then you would come here and you would just click connect account. And it would just take you to, well, Facebook. And then boom, you would just click connect. So it's as simple as that. Let me go back. Oh boy, hopefully I don't lose my progress on Athena. Okay, nice, I didn't. All right, so it's simple as that. Boom, you got your ad account connected, right? So you can see here I have Trenchies. And I'm going to show you guys the process of launching a campaign with AdLevel for Trenchies. You guys know my candy brand, right? It's over there. I don't
3.
have it. It's in my backpack. But step one is you're going to come to Athena. Now, basically, all you have to do, rather than going around and manually clicking buttons in the ads manager, is just talk back and forth with AI, and it does all of these tasks for you. So imagine you were in ChatGPT, right? And you were just telling ChatGPT to launch a campaign for you. Same exact thing. It's as simple as that. Let me move this out of the way. I got all these
I'll
Zoom
show you
pop-ups on my
later.
screen that are in my way. So I come into Athena and I tell it to launch a campaign. It responds, let's launch a campaign. Tell me what you're promoting, who you're targeting, and your goal. So I responded is the goal is sales for my nootropic candy brand. Now it responds again in 3 seconds. For a sales campaign, we'll need your Meta Pixel to track purchases on your website. Essentially, what the Meta Pixel is just what connects from the ads manager to the website to be able to track all of the data coming from the ads. That way, when someone comes from an ad and they purchase, it tracks that as a purchase that comes from the ads. So I respond and I say, yes, I have a Meta Pixel. And it also asks me what location are you targeting for your nootropic candy brand? And I said, yes, I have a Pixel and the USA. I only want to target USA customers. Now it thought for 4 seconds, then it responds, I will present your connected pixels to select the confirmed one for sales tracking. And boom, I selected, well, actually, whoops, I missed that. I was supposed to respond which pixel, but I just said create a new campaign because it was asking me, do you want to use one of these as a base, or these are like campaigns I already had running. So it asked if I want to add existing ads to those campaigns or if I want to create a new campaign. So I told it create a new campaign. Then it said which Facebook page. I selected the Facebook page. And then it said suggest a campaign name for this sales campaign. and it just recommended one. I just said we can use the one it recommended and name it. So it named it Sales New Tropic Candy May 2026. Now, campaign name was set, and then it asked me what daily budget would I like to allocate for this campaign. I responded 10 a day. Again, your client is going to be the one paying for the ads. So whatever your client is comfortable with spending per day is kind of what you can allocate towards the budget for the campaign. But in this case, I just said 10 a day. Your budget for your client may be 50 a day, it may be 100 a day, it may be 1,000 a day. I have clients that are spending that. So it just depends what your client is comfortable spending, but anything really is okay, even if it's 10 bucks a day. Now it said, let's define the ad set for the audience. Do you want broad targeting or specific details like age range, genders, or interests? I don't, so I just said broad. Remember how earlier I told you guys broad campaign is literally the best nowadays. So it's going to use broad targeting with advantage plus. It asked what age range. Default is 16 or 18 to 65. I said you could leave default. So it set the age range then to 18 to 65. And then next, it asked genders. I said all genders because Trenchies is a product that males or females would buy. So it set the gender targeting to all. Then it said for placements, we'll use Facebook and Instagram by default. Meta is the company that owns Facebook and Instagram. So you can run ads on Facebook and Instagram both from Meta. So I said just Instagram and Facebook. So it did that. Set the placements to Facebook and Instagram only, and then it asked for the URL where the purchases happen. So I gave it the URL of Trenchy's website. Then it received the website, it set it, and then it asked to set a name for the ad set. I just said, again, it can use the default one. And then now for the ads, will you be uploading images or videos for your ads, or do you want me to generate AI images? So I uploaded an image here to use for an ad, but keep in mind, through Athena, when you're responding to it, I could have responded that it can generate AI images. Remember how earlier I said you can use AI to make ad creatives? That you can do here inside of this platform. So as you're making a campaign, you could literally have Athena just generate you ad creatives for your client, and it can do that and automatically upload those into the campaign. In this case, I had a folder. Can you guys see this if I move tabs? Yeah, you can. I have a folder of just like a bunch of Trenchy's ad creatives that we made. So I just downloaded one and uploaded it for show you guys as an example. But again, you can also generate images here inside of Athena. So then it uploaded the image. It suggested a name, and then it wanted to generate some ad copy. So for every ad, you need to have some text with the ad. So I told it, instead of me writing the copy, I told it to generate me options to basically write the ad copy for me. So it generated a whole bunch of different ad copy variations. I think it did like 5. Yeah, 5. So we scrolled down through all the copy it generated, and I told it to just test all of those. That way it'll automatically test all the copy it wrote, and then the ads manager, Facebook automatically will pick whichever one performs best. So next, provide the primary text you'd like to use for the ad. So like the first piece of text that pops up, I told it to, again, just select one of the ones it generated. So it did that. And then it asks, what do you want the call to action button to be? So when you on the ad, the button that they click to go to the website. Obviously, for a product that they can just shop, I wanted it to just be shop now. It gave me all the options here: sign up, learn more, shop now. I said just shop now. Let's say it's like a landscaping company. It's not, you're not going to put it as shop now. You'd put it as like contact us or get a quote or learn more. But for this, shop now. And then finally, please use that. So now it's ready to launch. So I'm just going to click approved, and it's going to actually go inside of the ads manager and literally launch this ad for me. Simple as that. Then you can come to the ads manager section, and here is where you can actually see all of the campaigns that you have launched. You can see all of the statistics, all of the data. and see how these ads are performing. So it's as simple as that. It's a really, really seamless process. You literally just talk back and forth with AI and it does it for you. Now, the coolest part about this is when you come into mission control, it actually sits here and manages the ads for you. So you can see there's 5 different agents here: Aurelius, Vortex, Nexus, Zenith, and Stratos. Each AI agent has a different task. So you can see Aurelius, he launches the new campaign. So now that I launched that campaign, Aurelius's job is to launch that and get it up. Then, once it's running, Vortex reviews the creative structure. So Vortex is looking at the different ad creatives that we put into the campaign and seeing which ones are performing good, which ones are performing bad, etc. Nexus, once the ads are live, he verifies that those are live, up and running. Zenith tracks ad performance, so how the ads are actually performing. And then Stratos makes optimizations to the ads as they're running and makes sure that he's making changes to them to give them the best results. So all of these agents are trained on years of experience of running ads. All of my years of experience is downloaded and put into these agents to basically be able to have you guys come into a platform like this and run your ads through this platform and get results that would be as good as me manually doing it for my clients. So you can also come here and click on the campaign and see basically a report, I guess we could call this, of what the agents are doing in real time. So you can see your campaign is in the learning phase. This is a brand new test with strong engagement but 0 conversions. Your ads are getting exceptional attention, 7% click rate, 2.3%, 2 to 3 times the standard, but no one has filled out the lead form after clicking. It just gives you a breakdown of what's going on so that in real time it's dumbed down and you can understand what's happening and what's going on. So you literally just launch the campaign and let the AI agents do all of the work of actually keeping that campaign up to date for you. It's really, really cool. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much like a rundown of how this software works. There's not really anything else to it. It's as simple as that. You connect your ad account, you launch the campaigns through Athena, and then all of these agents do all the work of actually keeping that campaign up to date and making sure that the campaigns are getting the best results possible. How we feeling on that? Pretty fucking sick, right? Let me turn the chat on. Give me a W in the chat if you guys think that's dope. It's super, super sick, bro. We've been working on that for months. It's finally live and working in real time. And we're pretty proud of what we built with that. But let's move on back to the presentation. How do I? All right, boom. It's taking forever to load. This tab. You guys see? Oh, it's paused. Okay, is it even smaller now? Chat, is it super small? Presentation? Let me turn the chat on. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. It's fine. I see some people saying it's fine. Let me see if I can make it a little better though. My computer's just being a little glitchy. I got so many damn tabs open. I don't know if I can lay this over. Only lets me split screen it. Alright, we might have to rock with that. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't know if it'll let me change it. Why is it not letting me? Give me 1 second, chat. I'm gonna just start bringing my PC setup with me when I travel. Maybe that's the method. All right, I think I'm getting it now. Yeah, I'm gonna just carry a whole PC in my suitcase. All right, that's the best I can get it. We good? Everybody good? All right, let's move on. All right, so let's recap the 3 secrets that you guys just unlocked. Number 1, the power of AI and how you can capitalize on this industry as a beginner in 2026. Number 2, how to easily find businesses that need you and get them to say yes to working with you. Number 3, how to use AI to run ads for you. Now, the thing is that each of these pillars is kind of useless without the other. Number 1, effort is useless if you're in the wrong boat, aka the wrong business model. Number 2, finding clients is useless if you don't know how to open convos with them, aka cold calling. Number 3, closing clients is useless if you don't know how to get them results, because then you're just going to be constantly chasing new clients and never actually stacking cash. Number 4, getting results is useless if you don't have any clients to begin with. You could be the best advertiser in the world, but if you don't have any clients and you don't know how to sign clients, it's useless. You need all the pillars to truly succeed as an AI advertiser. They all work hand in hand. Now, trust me, guys, I barely scratched the surface. Of course, a limited amount of time to walk you guys through the very, very basics so that you guys can see what's possible. So knowing what you now know, do you think it's possible to sign clients? Do you think you're capable of running ads for them? Especially if you follow a process for both that the others have been through. All the other people that you guys have seen in this presentation. Type a yes in the chat if you think you can. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I don't... Damn, I did not see a single no. Now, do you think your 60 minutes here has, I guess a little over 60 minutes now, but do you think your 60 minutes here has paid off? Let me know, because honestly, if I didn't spend your 60 minutes here trying to get ahead of you, you'd be sitting there on Instagram or TikTok scrolling, passing by ads of people that are making money from you scrolling. So type a yes in the chat if this was beneficial. Boom. Yes, 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 yes. W. Love to see it. Okay. That's not all, though. I'm going to give you guys more. Remember in the beginning when I said I was going to be able to do something insane today? So, look at every single thing you just learned on this call. You could literally go out right now. 100% you could do it. In fact, one good client is really all you need. I got my breakthrough after making my first client 30K with ads. They became a case study that I posted online, which got me way more clients. Then those clients referred me to other clients, and it snowballed from there. You really just need that first win to get going. So, yeah, one solid client can change everything for you, just like it changed hundreds of AI advertisers. Mason here, who's my CEO of my company now, started out in one of my programs. Samuel, Carson, Josh, Slim, every single one of these guys just put in the work to signing one client. And today I want to go a step further and make everyone able to get their first win. These guys in these pictures won my Miami 10 challenge back in September or October. I forgot which month exactly it was they came out to Miami, but every single one of these guys signed the most clients in the whole program. So we did a day together in Miami. We went on a boat, we went to the club, we went to a crazy dinner, we drove around supercars. It was a lit ass weekend, and I want all of you guys to experience the same thing. You see, tonight there are a few of you in here who are so serious about making a significant change in your life. You want to learn directly from people who've made it to the top and can help you expedite your success. You don't want to leave this unique opportunity up to chance, up to some random YouTube videos, up to your chat GPT research. And if that's you, I have something for you, which is to have somebody who's been through all of the challenges, all of the roadblocks, all of the setbacks, and have them show you the easy path, the path that goes a lot faster. If that's you,
Huh?
I have something for you because I've already made all the mistakes
Yeah,
for
it's
you.
supposed
I
to be
know
nice.
exactly where all the pitfalls are. I know exactly where you're going to mess up. I know where you're going to hit roadblocks. I know what you're going to run into. And to be honest, I know how to avoid most of them. Even if you do run into some of them, I know exactly how to get out of them because I've done it time and time again. And I've taught hundreds, actually, like thousands of people how to acquire the skill of advertising now. So, I'd like to think I know what I'm talking about. So at the end of the day, you have two options. Number one, you can go and figure it all out by yourself. Absolutely, you can go and do that. Like I said, that's fine. A lot of you guys are going to want to go and do that. But for those of you who want to go faster and don't like wasting time, because who has time to mess up and go months and months wasting time, this is going to be for you. Now, before I show you which option two is, let's talk about who this is not for. This is not for person one, the talker, the person who's self motivated, the person that likes to talk about what they're doing rather than actually taking action, the person who's not 100% sure they want to start an online endeavor, the person who doesn't have hours a week to get this business off the ground. This is not for people who are not coachable and don't see the point in investing in themselves and tools that will help them expedite their journey. Talkers, I am not willing to coach. Like, I've coached hundreds of people, thousands at this point, and the people who make it are the ones who are not talkers. I promise you that. This is what a talker looks like. No hubs, frail, quitter, not going to make it, poor. You get the point. Like I said, this is not for everyone, and that's okay. Continue taking advantage of the free content and the free value that I put out. But person two, this is for you. Now, person number two is ready to do
So y'all
exactly as
know.
me and my team say to build an AI advertising business. You're ready to actually take massive action and bet on yourself. You're willing to invest in yourself and
Audio
tools to
working?
learn from successful people. And you're ready to actually change your situation and not just sit there and talk about it. Person number two, the doer, drives supercars, bets on himself, scales quickly, quits 9 to 5, takes rapid action. These guys just move quickly. A little self glaze. So, if that's you, then listen up. The best investment you can make is buying someone's years of experience, hard work, and knowledge. So you can shortcut the process yourself and achieve the same thing in less time. Remember, like, guys, it took me years and years and years to get here. And guess what? That's exactly what I give my students today. I'm offering a download of all of my knowledge into your brain in a shortcut. You're learning to curve to becoming a top tier AI advertiser. And it's for those who are committed to doing exactly as we say, aka you're a doer and not a talker. Introducing your first step by step start to becoming an AI advertiser. AIadvertiser.com. Dope logo, right? Now, for context, many of my students who have gotten good results started with less experience, less money, and less confidence than you probably have right now. My starter program is the difference between staying stuck, trying to figure out everything on your own, versus plugging in a proven system that's created win after win. And that's here exactly what's included. By the way, you're on this live tonight. I'm going to be giving you guys an insane deal. First thing you get is the complete AI advertiser course. Over 10 hours of comprehensive training showing you how to use AI to run ads for your first client. These modules are designed for complete beginners with zero experience, giving you an A to Z guide to find, sign, and scale clients. Now, inside the modules, there are different phases. Every phase has a different topic. Number one, A to Z ads course. You're going to get full access to an ads course that shows you exactly how to run ads manually and how to run ads manually and with AI so you can get your clients good results and get them to come back month after month. Number two, you're going to get a full client acquisition course taught by Giuseppe on how to find leads, reach out to them, and actually get them to work with you. Remember Giuseppe, one of my most successful students from earlier? That's his. So, this is the most important step to have clients always ready to be signed. Now, you're going to get a full mindset course. I know that sounds kind of all woohoo, but mindset is one of the biggest indicators if someone is going to make it or not. Now, next, you're going to get an A to Z sales course. So you understand the psychology behind why people say yes, how to handle objections, how to counter offer people, and how to get businesses to work with you with ease. And last but not least, you're going to get a full A to Z course on AI mastery. You're going to learn the best tools to use, which ones are used for what, and how to use AI in every single part of your business so you stop doing work that you don't need to do. So, I know that's a lot of information. You might be wondering, is AI Advertiser just video courses? I know you guys have seen everyone selling courses online, but this is a lot more than that. This is a real education company. And in order to get people the best results possible, I hired world-class talent to live coach the students on each one of the topics there's course material on. So I know that's a lot of information, but you might be wondering, is AI Advertiser just video courses? And I know you guys have seen everyone selling courses online, but this is a lot more than that. This is a real education company. And in order to get the best results possible, I hired world-class talent to live coach the students on each one of the topics there's course material on. So, on top of all that course material you get, you are also going to have live coaching classes every single weekday. On Monday, you have live sales coaching. On Tuesday, you have live client acquisition coaching. On Wednesday, you have ads and service delivery coaching. On Thursday, you have open floor Q&A. And on Friday, you have your live AI integration coaching. It is literally impossible to get lost. We have you covered with every road bump you'll ever face. So, quick little recap on what you're getting inside of AI Advertiser. You're getting a complete course that covers outreach, client acquisition, sales, AI integration, and advertising in depth. You're also getting 5 specific live group coaching calls that are taught by world-class trainers, and you're getting a community of winning AI advertisers. Like, it is so important. I cannot stress enough creating a circle of winners. Like, seriously, bro, if you're it's time to stop hanging out with your friends that want to go to the bar and play Fortnite all day. But since you're on this class tonight, I'm going to reward a couple people that are doers and not talkers, people who move quickly and aren't scared to bet on themselves. On top of all the other stuff, I have a couple special bonuses I'm going to give you guys for free to take action tonight. You guys remember my platform ad level that I showed you guys in the training? I'm going to give every single person 6 months of free access so you can use AI to completely run your clients' ads for you for free. And again, this offer is only available if you join AI Advertiser from this live. This alone would cost you $200 every single month. But that's not all. I'm also going to give you, if you join AI Advertiser from this live, a personal accountability coach to specifically make sure you are doing the work. An accountability coach assigned to you. Look, if we know what we teach works, the problem is 99% of the people don't have anyone around them holding them accountable. I've hired and trained accountability coaches to make sure that you are doing the work every single day. It's easy to let yourself down when no one is watching, but it's not easy when you have someone constantly hounding you and asking you if you're doing the work. Are you doing the outreach? Are you doing the ads? Accountability is probably the most valuable thing that you can have, and I'm giving it all to you for free. So, just to recap one more time, all the crazy stuff you get inside of AI Advertiser. Number 1, the AI Advertiser course. Number 2, 5 weekly coaching calls. Number 3, a community of other winning AI advertisers. Remember all those people you saw that came out to Miami? We do those meetups every quarter. Number 4, one-on-one onboarding call. You get a personal onboarding call where you hop on with a coach, just one-on-one call to get you set up and rolling ASAP with a personal strategy call. Number 6, which is bonus number 1, 6 months of free usage to Ad Level AI, access to that platform I showed you guys earlier. Number 7, another bonus number 2, you get a personal accountability coach where you have someone hold your hand and make sure you
It's
do the
really
work.
good.
All of this valued together is an estimated value of $35,182. In the right hands, it's definitely worth $35,000 plus. I mean, Carson, for example, who closed multiple clients on retainers and made 72 grand in a month. Now, I'm not saying that's normal or typical because Carson's a killer, but this is an example of this program being in the right hands. But tonight, since you're on this live, you will not be paying anywhere near that. Even if this program costed $10,000, which would have literally been less than 14% of what Carson's earned in 1 month. Is that a steal? Would that not be a steal? Check out all these other students:
You're right.
Caleb, Noel,
You're right.
Sean, Zane, Will, Alan, Liam, Louie. All of these guys are examples of the information being in the right hands. Again, I'm not saying you're going to get similar results to these guys because these guys are killers, but it's possible. If you were one of these students right now, wouldn't it be worth it to put a few $1,000s into a program that allows you to sign clients forever? 10,000. That's exactly what I should charge for AI advertiser. Tonight, you are not going to be paying $10,000.
2,000.
Not 8,000, not 6,000, which is honestly cheap. Not even 5,000, which is if you try to buy this from me yesterday or tomorrow, since you're here tonight, I'm going to give you the opportunity to get AI advertiser and everything I mentioned above, plus both the bonuses for a special deal. So if you apply using the link I'm about to put in the chat right now, only for tonight, you will qualify for a massive discount. All you have to do is hit the link in the chat and book a call with a coach. This is going to be a quick, like 5 to 10 minute phone call where they're going to get some of the information about you and see if you even qualify for AI advertiser. The link is now live in the chat to apply. Again, all you have to do is click that link, fill out an application. You're not paying anything now, you're not doing anything now. You're just filling out that link to get a call, a one-on-one call from my team to see if you're a good fit for the program. So again, here's everything you get tonight at a massive discount, only if you use the link in the chat now. This isn't a link to purchase or anything. It's simply the application link to apply. Let me make sure that link went in the chat okay. Yeah, boom, perfect. You can see it there from, well, it's my name, not a picture of me. It's a picture of my mod, Rodrigo, but the link is in the chat. All you have to do is click that, fill it out, apply. That's all you're doing right now. You're not paying anything. You're not doing anything. You're just filling out that link to get a call from my team. So again, little recap of everything you're getting tonight at a massive discount if you use that link in the chat right now. This isn't a link to purchase anything. It's simply just the application to apply. Number one, the AI advertiser course, which is where you start, grow, and scale your one-person AI business. This course is valued at $5,000. Number two, the 5 weekly coaching calls, topic specific live calls to constantly stay ahead, valued at $22,000, $22,500. I know that sounds insane, but that's what my payroll for these coaches is every single month. Number three, community of other winning AI advertisers. Create a winning circle. That's like, bro, that's like infinite value. Number four, one-on-one onboarding call. You get set up and rolling ASAP with a personal strategy call valued at $1,500. And then bonus number one, 6 months free usage to ad level AI. Get access to the AI platform that runs ads for you, valued at $1,182. It's $197 a month, but you're getting it for free. And bonus number two, personal accountability coach. Have someone hold your hand and make sure you do the work, valued at $6,000. Now, here's the thing. Every single time someone uses ad level or launches a campaign on there or talks to the chat, it costs me money. On top of that, every time a new student enrolls in AI advertiser, I have to pay the accountability coaches. So for that reason, the number of students that I can enroll in AI advertiser is limited. So make sure to apply quickly. It's first come, first serve. So if you haven't yet, click that link in the chat, fill out the application. Again, you're not buying anything yet. You're not committing to anything yet. You're not doing anything yet. You're just filling out an application to see if you're the right fit for the program. Now, the link again is in the chat right now. So click that link, fill out that quick application, and you'll be getting a call from my team shortly. Now, let's go over some frequently asked questions. Number one, how quickly will I see results? I know this is a common thing that most beginners think about is, oh, how quickly am I going to see results? How quickly am I going to make my first 10K? How quickly am I going to make my first 100K? The truth is, bro, I cannot tell you how fast you're going to see results because I don't know the type of person that you are. Again, remember at the beginning of the class when I told you, I don't know the type of person you are. I don't know how much work you're willing to put in. I don't know how bad you want it. I just showed you examples of other people and the results that they're getting. So you can look at those other people and say, hey, these are the results they're getting. If they can do it, so can I, right? I've seen people sign their first client in their first 24 hours. I've seen other people where it takes them weeks to sign their first client because they aren't working as hard as the people that are in the first 24 hours inside their program. It just matters how bad you want it, how much volume you're willing to do, how much work you're willing to put in, so on and so forth. Now, number two, can I do this if I work a 9 to 5 or I'm in school?
Yes.
Majority of our students that actually join the AI advertiser
Or 9 to
program
5 in
off the
school.
bat are in school or are in work. They
Yep.
start off, in college, they start off in high school, they start off working a 9 to 5, and eventually over time, as they start to get more clients, start making money, they actually end up replacing that thing that they do outside of AI advertising with AI advertising, and they end up doing that full time. It just is a matter of allocating enough time outside of the primary thing that you have to do to put into AI advertising to make it something that can replace that primary thing you're currently doing. Even when I started, I was going to school and I was working 9 to 5. Throughout high school, my junior and senior year was when I started my clothing brand. And throughout that whole process, I would go to school, I would go to work for 4 hours then after bussing tables, waiting tables. I also worked in the pro shop at a golf course. I would go to work every single day and then I would go home at night and I would allocate as much time as I possibly could to working on my business while I was still in school and while I was still working a job. So there's no such sort of excuse of, oh, I don't have the time. It's just simply a matter of making the time and wanting it bad enough. Next, FAQ number 3. Why do I sell a program if I have my own agency? Well, when I first started getting into marketing, not even when I first started, after I was pretty deep into it, months into it, maybe even like a year in, actually probably over a year into it, I had so many people in my DMs asking me to make a program. And truthfully, like obviously I make money off of this program. So it's another source of income for me. That's just like being fully honest with you guys. I'm not going to sit here and lie to your face and say I don't make money from selling my education company because I do. But also, I really enjoy the workload that comes with running this education company. And I think it's really cool to be able to do these presentations, do these live calls, do put all of this information into a program where it can allow people to do the same thing that I've done and achieve what I've achieved. But it's also another business for me. And if I truthfully have the skill set and I know how to do this stuff, why would I not help other people do it? It's another business for me. We're both mutually benefiting from it. Like I'm making money from selling the program. You guys are getting what you expected out of the program and achieving results that you expected out of the program. So it's a mutually beneficial transaction. Same way as if I went to a business and I made them money by running ads for them and they paid me money, it's the same concept. It's me providing a service to you guys and you guys getting what you expected out of that service and paying money for it. FAQ number 4. Can I still sign clients with no experience? 100% yes. Everybody, when they first start, has zero experience, right? Like everybody starts somewhere. It's just a matter of implementing an offer that's irresistible to that client. So whether it's charging them only a percentage of the revenue you generate, therefore, if you don't get them results, you don't really get paid, that's a no-brainer for a client to say yes to. Or it could even be as simple as offering them a free week-long trial or a month-long trial where you don't charge them anything. Even if you make them money, you don't charge them anything, but you just do it for the purpose of signing a client and showing them proof that you're capable of doing what you promised them. And then once you do, you have gotten them those results, then you agree to a long-term contract where they actually over time pay you. Number 5, can I do this if I'm not in the United States? Bro, I'm literally in Japan right now. Like I'm on the other side of the world. But we have students literally all over the world. We have students in the UK, in Australia, in Japan, in Germany, in Canada, in the US. We literally have students anywhere and everywhere. So yes. Now, let's get into the live Q&A. If you guys go to the
Wonder where
chat
this thing's
option, there should be
going.
an option where you can
This website.
go to, actually, is the Q&A thing on here? Yeah. If you go to where it says Q&A, you can submit your questions there. I'll be reading through the questions there as the link is in the chat. Again, I have limited spots available. Ad level costs me money for you guys to use it. My coaches cost me money for you guys to use them. Everything about this program costs me a lot of money to build and make because I don't cheap out on hiring shitty coaches. I don't cheap out on building a shitty platform. I don't cheap out on any aspect of the program. So it costs me a lot of money to run the program. Therefore, limited spots available. So if you haven't yet went in the chat and submitted that form, I highly recommend doing that because today is the day only you can qualify for a discount. And again, you're not committing to anything by submitting that form. You're not paying anything now. You're literally just filling out a form to get a call from my team, hop on the phone where you can ask questions. They're going to make sure you're a good fit. And it's as simple as that. One thing I do kind of want to show you guys actually before I get too deep into the live Q&A is our portal for the program. I think you guys will find this pretty cool. Boom, boom, boom. Wait, am I still screen sharing? Did the screen share stop? No, it stopped. AI advertiser. Why is my Wi-Fi being slow? I don't know. All right, continue with Discord. I want to show you guys this portal real quick while you guys are filling that out. Oh boy, what's my login here? All right, let me scan this with Discord. Boom, boom, boom. I scan this. Oh, I even do that. Settings. There we go. I gotta log in to my portal. Yes, I am human. Authorize. All right. While you guys are filling out that application, I want to show you our little portal here. This is really, really cool. This is something we built as well. It's like our own little host portal for basically everything in the program, as well as it is a Discord. For all of those, for all of you wondering how you access the like chat rooms and stuff to talk with everyone, that's all hosted on Discord. But this is our actual portal. That all of our members have access to, and I'll kind of run you guys through what this looks like. I think it's super, super cool, and it's like an interactive little portal you guys can use. But first things first, you have like your dashboard, and it shows you kind of a summary of everything in the program. So it shows you your rank in the program. It shows you the total amount of points you have. You guys, I'm going to show you the point system. That'll make sense in a second here. Shows you your course progress, and then it shows you like your day-to-day activity, and then a summarization of your recent activity. So that's like the home dashboard. If you come to courses, this is where you have access to all of the different courses. So everything I talked about earlier, you have the intro and mindset, you have the AI setup and agents, you have the client acquisition, the sales mastery, the media buying, the Google Ads mastery. All of this course material put into one location so you can access it all with ease and watch through and consume everything. But this goes super, super, super in depth about everything from intro and mindset to AI setup and agents to client acquisition to sales to media buying to Google Ads. Literally everything you would ever need to know about AI advertising, client acquisition, sales, setting up AI agents and using those agents to do tasks for you. actually running ads both on Meta and Google. Obviously, today I only went over Meta, but Google's a whole nother platform to run ads for your clients on. Then, if we come to recordings, these are just a recording. We record every call that we do. So these are just all of the calls that we have and the recordings so that if you miss one, you can watch it back. Then you have the section
It's
for ad level,
proper.
the rewards program we do,
Hello,
how to get
proper.
access, that stuff. Then we have our schedule. This is just our call schedule. I don't know why it's not displaying, but there should be. Am I on the wrong? Okay, I don't know why that's not displaying, but it'll show the schedule for all the call times. So there should be one Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then we have our challenge. This is a really cool part. Um, every quarter we do a challenge where the top 10 winners come out to Miami for a weekend. Um, Airbnb covered, full day of events. Obviously, I'm going to be there. The team is going to be there. You meet your coaches, you meet the other 9 winners. It's like super cool. We did that back in, what was it, in the fall. 10 people came out to Miami again. We did like a crazy, like $9,000 dinner. We went on a yacht. We were driving supercars. Everybody rented supercars. We went out to the club. It was just a super sick weekend. Everybody got to connect. Everybody came out and made a bunch of content, vlogged it. Like it was super dope. I actually have that vlog on my YouTube if anyone wants to go watch it. But so there's a few different ways you can earn points, and there's a whole points leaderboard system. I'll show you guys this leaderboard system quick. But you can see all of the members in real time are gaining
Sick.
points, and there's a whole leaderboard. So you can see where you rank in the program. Obviously, you can see the top 3 right now: number 1, number 2, number 3. Um, and you gain points by doing different tasks. So number one way to learn to earn points is by learning, by completing through the lessons, completing through the course content, you gain points. Number two, and as well as passing quizzes. There's a quiz at the end of each course. And so you gain points from that too. Number two is implementing, actually doing the work and submitting that you did it. So completing an outreach script, picking a niche, doing 50 outreaches in a day, setting up your ad account, building a client proposal, setting up an AI agent, launching your first ad campaign, doing 100 outreaches, doing 200 outreaches. Um, then number 3 would be results. So booking your first sales call, signing your first client, first dollar earned, $1,000 earned, 5K earned, 10K earned, 25K earned, 50K earned, 100K earned, and then consistency, showing up every day essentially. So daily activity, you get a point. Daily activity medium, you get a point. Daily activity high, you get points. Helping another member, attending a group coaching call, and then bonuses, just like working based off of speed, you get bonuses. So we run that challenge every quarter. You can see this one ends in 49 days, and then the top 10 winners will all get flown out to Miami. Then we have like a map of where all of our members are. This is pretty cool. You can see we have members literally all over the world: Brazil, the UK, Norway, Romania, Italy, Greece, Iraq, a lot in the UK, but majority, obviously, a lot in Canada, some in Asia. Or wait, no, this is not Asia. What am I saying? Holy shit. We have one not too far from me: South Korea, Australia, but most of them in the US. So you can see like a map of where everyone is located. Super, super cool. Then you have the achievements. This is where you just submit your achievements, and then resources, like all of the stuff that we use. Um, so yeah, that's like a summary of the portal, and
Sick.
then obviously everything community wise, all of the calls, all of the chats, etc., are hosted on Discord. Um, but yeah, that's the portal. Now, sorry for the little wait time. Let's get into the Q&A. Boom, boom, boom. Let me go back to the page there so you guys can see all of that. All right, Q&A. Let me scroll back down to the bottom here. What made you decide to publish an education program? Well, again, bro, honestly, like I just really enjoy running it. I think it's like a super cool business to run, to be able to like help people as well as, bro, again, like it's another business for me. There's a lot of demand for it as I've grown on social media. My plan was never to like get big on social media. When I first started posting on social media, it was literally just to try to sign more clients. Like I would post videos like, hey, what's up, guys? My name is Brez. Here's this business that I made this amount of money for. Here's how I made them this money. And my goal with those videos was to just get people into my DMs, like clients in my DMs, like just get business owners to see those videos and DM me and try to sign them as a client. And then eventually, like as I started making more money with my marketing agency, keep in mind I was making like significant amount of money before I ever launched my education company. I had already moved into my own apartment in Arizona. I was already buying cars. Like I was already making a significant amount of money. At one point I had like 20, 25 clients and was making probably like 50 grand a month before I ever even considered launching my education company. Um, but so many people, as I started to post more about my life, like I started buying cars and stuff and started making car videos and videos with my friends and just making more like lifestyle content, and people saw like the life I was living and stuff and were like, yo, I want to learn what you do. They saw the money I was making, they saw the life I was living, and they wanted to learn. So I started just kind of, I never really launched like an official education company. I was kind of just like, okay, yeah, I'll teach you for X price, and then would work with these people. And I mean, I saw the results that these people that were paying me were getting by me coaching them. And I really enjoyed coaching them as well. Like it was a fun process. And, it was like a fulfilling thing to do, to be able to help people, same way as like, a teacher teaches in a college classroom or teaches in a high school classroom because they enjoy their job. It's the same thing for me. It's like I really enjoy doing it. And it's a whole nother source of income for me as well. It's another business I run that makes me money, and there's a lot of demand for it, and it helps a lot of people, and it's just really cool to do. Um, but yeah, uh, can you set how long the campaign will last when using ad level AI? Yeah, yeah, of course. Um, Is car detailing a good niche to start out that classifies as a boomer business? Yeah, 100%, bro. Because even detailing businesses a lot of times are owned by like younger guys too, like guys in their 20s or whatever. Um, but even those businesses, bro, like they're not utilizing ads, they're not utilizing AI. So 100%. Is there money needed to start? Well, obviously the AI advertiser program costs money, but other than the AI advertiser program costing money, no. There's no other costs that go into freelance brand scaling. Your client pays for all the ads. So, how long will it take me to finally start seeing results if I start from today, if I stay consistent? Again, bro, I can't tell you how long it's going to take you to see results. It just depends how long you're putting or how hard you're working, how much work you're putting in. Again, I've seen people, sign their first client in their first 24 hours. I've seen people where it takes a couple weeks for them to sign their first client because they're slacking off and they're lazy. I don't know what type of person you are on the other side of the screen. I don't know how hard you're willing to work. I don't know how much time you're willing to put in. I don't know how good you're gonna be off the rip. So it just depends. Again, that link is in the chat. Make sure you guys are quick to fill that out because again, like AI ad level costs me money, the program costs me money. Like, bro, my payroll alone for these coaches, like 22 grand. Like you guys can see on screen how much this program costs me to make and run on a month to month basis. So I can't, at the discount I'm giving, I can't give away spots for everyone. So the quicker you fill that application out, if you haven't already, make sure you fill that out in the chat. Again, you're not committing to anything. You're not buying anything yet. You're just filling out an application to get a call from my team, and that's it. Will you give us the ChatGPT script document? Yes, sir. I'll give you guys that in a little bit here. I'm seventh grade going into eighth. Can I do this? I mean, yeah, bro. I got students that are 14 years old that are crushing it. So, I mean, there's no excuse that you could be too young or too old to do this. Have you ever got a client that didn't pay you after you ran ads for them? No, no. We have contract templates and stuff that you guys can use as well to be able to send a contract over to your client. Can't wait for your team to call me. When will they call me? Should be shortly here, bro. Like they're gonna get through everyone as quick as they can, so as soon as they possibly can. Can you do what you're doing on ad level on like ChatGPT? Scraping leads, you mean? You can't scrape leads on ad level yet, but we're working on building that right now. So you're gonna be able to scrape leads on ad level, yes. It's possible to do this when I'm in high school, bro. 100%. When I was starting all this shit, bro, I was in high school. I was in high school. I was working a job, and then when I graduated high school, I was in college, and I was still doing this. And then eventually, like, I was making enough money where I could drop out of college. Mr. Resnick, I'm doing around 35K a month for one of my clients. How can I generate more? Currently only running a cold and Advantage Plus ad set in it. I would say, bro, the biggest thing, Kurt, nowadays is more creative volume. So adding more content to your campaign, giving Meta like more creative volume to work with, and then just allocating more budget into that, finding more winning creatives and allocating more winning budget into those creatives. Do you think I could do coffee brands? 100%, bro. 100%.
Still didn't answer my question.
How do you know how much you generated for the client to know to take a percentage? Okay, Zoni. So when you're running ads for a client, the ads manager is going to track exactly how much revenue those ads actually generated. So when you run ads, you're going to be able to see, okay, this ad made this amount of money, and then you just look at the total and then you take a percentage of that. I want the ERT. What happened? So this is the ERT, but the better evolved version. We rebranded the ERT to the AI advertiser program. So this is the same as the ERT, just a better evolved version. The ERT shut down in a sense and rolled over everything into the AI advertiser program. Out of all your clients, are people you work with, how many are females? Because I see a lot of males, but not so much females in the program, or you mean my clients for my agency? If you mean in the program, I would say maybe like 10% of our members are females. For whatever reason, the females tend to do well too. Like any of the females in the program always tend to do well. But as far as for my agency, I don't know if we have any female clients. Actually, we do have one. We have one female client. It's like a female, it's like a women's clothing brand.
Hour 48 minutes recording. Fuck.
Are local businesses smart to advertise for? Bro, those are the best because those are like the boomer businesses, you know? Those are literally the best clients. So you guys right now can probably think of like people you know that own a business, like a local business like that, a restaurant, a landscaping company, a car washing company, pressure washing company, like any and every type of business. Like you guys probably know someone who runs some sort of business in your town or in your city, right? So you could think of those people and you could reach out to those people because those people are going to be easy clients to sign, right? So boom, right there, that's a perfect free client or first client. My family member own a company is good to start for them, bro. Jim, 100%, bro, 100%. They said they would call me tomorrow. Is that good or it's only today? Yeah, that's good, Louis. Tomorrow's cool. It's also late in the US right now, so just make sure you're ready for that call. Again, if you haven't already, make sure to click that link in the chat and fill that application out. Again, we only have limited spots available due to the fact that the program cost me a lot of money to run. Giving you guys ad level for free cost me a lot of money to run. Like even alone, the 2 bonuses I'm giving you cost me a lot of money. Therefore, we have very limited spots available, and I can't give everyone a spot at the discount we're offering it at because giving you guys 6 months of ad level cost me a lot of money. And giving you guys an accountability coach assigned to each and every one of you to hold you accountable and make sure you're actually doing the work, that cost me a lot of money. How to track the profits I make for a food place from the ads because it's not online sales. So good question, Jim. You would be tracking exactly how many leads you generate them, and you would charge them like X amount of dollar per lead, or you could charge them just a retainer, like say, hey, I'll run your ads for 2 grand a month. So it's either just like flat retainer or you charge them per lead you generate because you can track how many leads you generate them. So say you generate them, you know, 1,000 leads in a month and you charge them $5 per lead you generate, you would make 5K then. I'm free over June for the summer, and right now I'm taking exams for school. If I started this weekend, could I start making as low as 100 or 200 by June consistently? Consistently, I don't care about the working hard aspect and stuff like that. I have a habit of being urgent a lot, bro. I mean, I think that's a really realistic, like really achievable goal to make 100 or $200 by June. Like, I think that that's really doable, assuming that you're putting the work in. Again, I'm not gonna promise you that, but like, bro, if you put the work in, that's a really fucking easy goal to hit. And again, I don't want you guys to be thinking about this as like a, oh, how much money can I make? Like when you're going into trying to learn a business, you should be focusing on getting really good at the skill of advertising, at the skill of signing clients. And bro, if you focus on just getting really good at that skill, like the money is just going to start spewing in naturally. Like that's how it works. If you become good at something that's valuable to other people are basically going to be begging you to pay for that skill that you can offer them. It's as simple as that. Like I'm really fucking good at the skill, and businesses come to me begging me to run their ads. How many high school dropouts have you seen succeed in this? I don't know about high school dropouts. I mean, I've seen a few. One of my top students is like a high school dropout, and he makes like 200K a month. He's got like a dope fleet of cars. He's got a Maybach. He's got a McLaren 600 LT, and he dropped out of high school. Now he makes like 100, 200 grand a month. He's trying to buy an Aventador SV by, what did he say? August, I think. He wants to add an Aventador to his fleet. I was like, shit, bro. Is it free to join the Aventador course? No, it's not free, but it's also not. Okay, you said, is it free to join the advertiser course, or do we have to pay 5K? So it's not free. It's also not 5K either, though. To fill out the application in the chat is free. So go in the chat, fill out that application. That's free. And then from there, you hop on a call with my team, and then they talk about pricing. You can ask any questions you have, and they'll go through everything on that call. So that application to fill out is free. You're not committing to anything. You're not buying anything yet. You're just figuring that out. Cold calls or messaging them. I prefer cold calling. I think it's better. But messaging, you can do more volume in a quicker amount of time, but cold calling has like higher conversion, but you can't do as much as fast.
It's gonna wrap it up. I think it's the end. It's gonna take a while to upload, but we'll get there.